Good afternoon and happy hump day. Thanks for tuning in with us. I'm Jurnee Taylor. Here's a look at what's coming up on THV 11 at noon. A family forced to relive the trauma of losing their son for years. How they are now responding after a years-long fight has now come to an end. House Republicans say they'll try again after failing to impeach the Homeland Security Secretary. Plus, what's next for the Senate board security deal, now on life support. And the West Coast continues to battle through harsh weather conditions. Later in the show, we'll take a look at how the state of California and its residents are holding up. And more on all of that soon, but first a look at weather. Halfway there in the week in weather has been great, if I say so myself, Nathan. Good afternoon. These good temps won't last much longer though, right?
Good afternoon, Jurnee. It has been delightful for the past couple days. Today, the sun's got a little more competition with the cloud cover, but it's still a pleasant day, and temperatures are still warming up close to 60 in a lot of areas as of the noon hour. It's 58 in Stuttgart, 56 in Hot Springs, 62 in Fayetteville, and you see those thicker clouds moving right through the heart of Central Arkansas at this time. So once these make their way through, we'll see more sunshine later for this afternoon. Winds, they're on the breezy side. We got them kicking in from the south-southeast about 5 to 10 miles per hour. The radar not showing any rain at this time, but there's rain just off to our west in Oklahoma and Texas. And going into tomorrow, we'll have a chance of spotty showers down in the landscape throughout your Thursday morning. I think we'll see drier conditions for the afternoon. So enjoy today, because it could be the last dry day that we see for quite some time, with temperatures warming up into the low to mid 60s. Going into the weekend, unsettled weather. That is in the forecast. I'll let you know when more rain arrives, how much we could see, and also if there's a chance of maybe winter weather for parts of the state by early next week.
Developing at noon, Jacksonville police is asking that you keep a lookout for a vehicle involved in a deadly hit-and-run crash that happened earlier this month. The incident took place on February 2nd in the 5500 block of John Hardin Drive. Authorities ask that you be on the lookout for a possible white Chevy Silverado or GMC Sierra with heavy front-end damage. Officers say this happened in the early morning, so if you are in the area or have any information that could help, you should contact police immediately. And we have more details in an ongoing homicide investigation in North Little Rock. On Tuesday, we received word that the man you see here on your screen, Robert Duncan Jr., was picked up by police in connection to that shooting. New information reveals the 19-year-old now has a bond set at $500,000. North Little Rock police say Duncan admitted to his role in the killing of 19-year-old Thomas Phillips. He continues to sit behind bars this afternoon and faces a charge of capital murder. Meanwhile, state lawmakers are moving to give victims of child sexual abuse a little more time to come forward. In 2021, Senator Dave Wallace worked with sexual abuse survivors to pass the first 2-year window. Now that law is extending for another 2 years and comes without any age restrictions. The new extension comes after reports of Arkansas having the highest rate of reported child sexual abuse.
More than 20 civil legal claims were filed on behalf of over 100 survivors of childhood sexual abuse in the state of Arkansas.
Survivors and lawmakers continue to work together and are hopeful the new bill allows for other victims to find justice.
He was an awesome kid. He was good at everything he tried. And he was funny, he was thoughtful.
A day of heavy emotions for one family after an 8-year-long fight for closure has now come to an end. Their son, 17-year-old Keegan Swikel, was shot and killed by a Benton police officer in 2016 after being found in the woods with a gun to his head. On Monday, a federal judge ordered a $32 million payment to the Swikel family. Keegan's father saying reliving those moments year after year is what impacted them the most.
We've been through the emotions so many times, and that was the hardest thing about the trial, is having to relive those moments of Keegan's death.
Keegan's father says that his son could still be here today if proper measures had been taken. The State Board of Corrections remains without a secretary after Eddie Joe Williams resigned from the position they appointed him to. Williams was initially appointed interim secretary by the board following the removal of former Secretary Joe Porfiry. However, Williams was sent a letter by the Attorney General asking that he reject that offer, threatening him with legal action if he failed to correspond. Now, shortly after Williams declined the offer, Governor spokesperson Alexa Henning released a statement that reads, in quote, "The governor appreciated Eddie Joe Williams' service and respects his decision to do the right thing and follow the law," end quote. Attorney General Tim Griffin also took to social media in a statement that says, in part, Senator Williams made the right and honorable decision by refusing to accept the illegal appointment offered by the Board of Corrections, end quote. Now, AG Griffin says only the governor has the authority to appoint a Secretary of Corrections. Well, switching gears now as we inch closer to the solar eclipse happening in April. If you're looking to learn more about the science behind it all, One School in Arkansas has you covered. The Path to Totality event focuses on educating folks on all things solar eclipse. It's being hosted by the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and Arts. It comes totally free of charge and takes place on February 13th. For more details, you can find the story on our website at teachv11.com. And it gets no luckier than this. One man is starting his day $1 million richer after winning the big Powerball lottery prize. The winning ticket was purchased at the Kroger located near Cantrell Road in Little Rock. The big winner says he doesn't plan on sharing the news with anyone other than his girlfriend. Well, speaking of millions of dollars, the city of Little Rock has approved the construction of a new 4.9 megawatt solar facility that will cover 70% of the city's electrical needs. Mayor Frank Scott Jr. took to Twitter to celebrate the big news. The new development is actually projected to save taxpayers up to $27 million over the course of 20 years. The move comes as the city aims to meet a goal to have 100% of operations powered by clean energy by 2023. From a failed attempt at impeaching the Homeland Security Secretary to tackling issues at the border, Capitol Hill has plenty to get through on their agenda. CBS's Natalie Brand brings us the latest on what's brewing in Washington.
House Republicans are vowing to take another swing at impeaching Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over the Biden administration's handling of the southern border.
We can bring the articles of impeachment back to the floor maybe as early as next week.
The resolution is not adopted.
A handful of Republicans joined Democrats for a surprising defeat on the floor Tuesday night. Democrat Al Green of Texas showed up to vote despite a serious medical issue. He spoke with CBS News from his hospital bed.
I went there to help a good man keep his reputation. What they did was wrong.
House Democrats accuse Republicans of playing politics with the border.
American people deserve more common sense, less chaos, less confusion, and less cult-like behavior.
In the Senate, lawmakers face their own border standoff. A number of Republicans and even progressives are rejecting a bipartisan bill to crack down on illegal crossings.
What the hell just happened?
While negotiators are trying to keep the hard-fought deal alive, other lawmakers say they were left out.
The idea that we committed to supporting whatever came out of this negotiation is pure, unadulterated bullshit.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer still plans to press on with a test vote.
We just hope they can come to yes.
If it fails, he signaled he'll split up the bill for a vote on aid for Ukraine and Israel. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
From the Capitol building to the courtrooms, former President Trump is looking to fight back after a federal court failed to rule in his favor. A judge has decided that Trump will not have immunity from charges he will face for his attempt at overturning the 2020 election. Trump has repeatedly said that he cannot be prosecuted for his actions as president. A spokesman says the former president does plan on appealing the judge's ruling. Well, do you know your blood pressure or what your ideal weight should be? Coming up, why health officials say knowing your numbers can make a big difference in your life. Nathan?
Jurnee, it's another tranquil day here in Central Arkansas with a mixture of sunny clouds. Temperatures will climb up into the low to mid 60s. We could reach 70 on Friday, but the weekend moves in, and it means rain moves in. Along with it, cooler numbers. I'll have those details coming up.